But thank you for the feedback. So we'll start with just the warm up and we're going to start walking more here, but until then we got to really warm up the joints. Going in one direction, then switch, go back the other way. And the elbows. Back the other way. Already feel things getting warmed up. And the shoulder we want to make, I'll go sideways because of my space, but we want to make the whole rotation, even the hips, when we move the arms, full rotation. Go back the other way. Not only moving the arms, moving the hips. And I'll move to do the other way. And go forward. And then the hips. Go back the other way. And with the knees together, with feet together, we do the knees. And go back the other way. And if you need a chair to hold on, so you do the ankle, and hold on to a chair or something, because we have all our weight on one foot. And back the other way. Switch feet. Back the other way. And then the neck, either go forward and back or go in one circle. And reverse or go back and forth sideways. And then we're swinging the arms. We don't have to hit this time because we're going to do it in another exercise. So this is just swinging, getting the waist, ankles, knees, everything just lubricated. No need to hit. Slowly raise the hands. And lower. And then we'll just stand. What we're going to start out doing, similar to last week, we're going to be activating the Wei Qi, is the immune system. And it's going to get us really warmed up. We're going to be very much more active in terms of this first exercise, first set. But we want to start out by just standing, very relaxed, breathing in through the nose, down into the lower diaphragm and back out again. Breathe nice and calm. Feeling our own energy system. What do we feel like? Very relaxed. Arms open a little bit so that if there's an egg there, it doesn't squish or doesn't drop. It's just perfect stance. Straightening the back, pulling the head up like it's on a string. You bring the chin down just slightly to elongate the spine. And almost starting to sit. We're actually twisting the pelvic muscles and area, just almost a little twist, like we're almost going to sit. Very nice and slow breathing. Feeling our feet. Feel our knees. Feel our hips. And our shoulders, our arms, our neck and head. Just all the inner parts. As I bring my hand onto the lower dantian just below the navel, male's is right hand first with left on top, and female left first with right on top. And again, breathing in, feeling this lower dantian area. We're starting to activate just by touching this. The activation starts very deep, way deep inside the body. Breathing in, there's an ember, a coal in the middle that glows bright as we breathe in, like a fan blowing on it, getting hotter, hotter. Now we bring our hands and hold them on our back, right above our kidneys. We're just holding it there. And just the mere fact that we're touching the back next to the kidneys, we start to activate the kidneys. This is where the white blood cells are created. As we breathe in, using the lower diaphragm, the stomach goes out, but you can feel the back expand as well. We're breathing air down into the lower part of the lungs, of which the back expands as well as the stomach expands. And then contracting. We feel it heating up with each breath. Starting to activate. The immune system starts here with the creation of the white blood cells. In Chinese, the kidneys are the origin of the qi. That's why it's so important for the immune system. Now it's been activated simply by touching, but now we want to beat the drum. So we take our hand, make a little, like a hole, loop in our hands, and beat the lower part of the back. lower spine. You get faster and faster. Go up and down a little, right on the edges of the spine. We're really getting that kidney to start functioning better and better. Now we're going to swing and this time hit our rib cage. Down on the left side is the spleen, on the right side is the liver. And these areas, these functions of them help develop the white cells, blood cells, throws in more enzymes into the system to help increase the immune system. And that you start going faster and faster. You can feel getting hotter and hotter. The whole system is starting to really get activated. You go faster and faster. Go at your own speed, but if you can go faster, even better. And start slowing down. Now you might be breathing in your nose and out your mouth because you got very active. Now we're going to bring this energy up higher and start tapping right on the chest plate. Starting slow, then going faster. Go as fast as you can. Really feel how it's brought the energy way up into the other parts of the body. And nice big clumps. Now, as I bring my hands up, the white blood cells are made in the bone marrow. I'm going to like stretch all the bones in the center of the bones. Go up even on your toes. You can see my feet. You go on the balls of your feet and then down quickly. As they breathe in, up on your toes. So we're bringing this energy into all the bone marrow sections as it goes up and down again throughout the whole body, activating the real core of the body. One last time. Now, I want to take all that energy and smooth it, going on the inside as I go away, the outside. I'm not hitting, I'm with like spreading frosting on a cake. Down the inside, back up the outside. It's like this is an armor. Don't touch your face because of the illnesses these days, but then on the back of your head, your neck, come down your backside, and with the legs, we go down the backside, shining our armor, and up, maybe the bottom of your feet, up the inside of the legs, go around again, pressing, shining, spreading out this shell, this armor around us. Just by touching, you're activating, you're stimulating this immune system protection system. Again, up through the front, just a little bit away from your face, then down on the back, your neck, your shoulders, come down your back again, pushing, smoothing, Each time we feel it tingling, we can feel it. We can feel the activation that we've created. And it's not just in our mind. You can feel the sensation, how we brought it to the surface with all this activation. Again, one more time. Energy goes down the inside of the arm and up the outside in a single direction. Comes down the back. And then up the front. Yeah. Now, as we get to the back, I want to now move my hand away slightly from the body. I'm not touching, and follow the same pattern with touching, but I actually want to feel. I'm not doing it. I'm feeling that. Think of aura. I'm feeling my own aura because I've seen how away from the body my protective shield can be. Kind of expanded a little bit. Same direction. But here it's like a little zone around my body that I've activated to protect me even before something touches me. I have my zone. It's kind of like if you came behind someone without them knowing you're there, all of a sudden they would feel your presence. This is the presence that you project out. And sometimes people can feel that. We'll go back through it again. We want to see if we can feel our own presence without touching. And we go one last time. Sometimes we can feel different sensations depending on where we're at. Warm, cold, magnetism, tingling. As we bring one hand across and go across the second, sometimes this is when you really feel that magnetism going, as the hands are very sensitive one against the other. We come up, we feel our crown is like our head is a big big ball. Now as I come to the back, I want to bring my hands up the side, and I'm breathing in as the energy comes up the back side, comes up and over the top. I breathe out as it comes down the front. So I'm balancing. It comes up now up through your legs and come back up the back side again. As I breathe in, it comes up the back. This is the water path coming up and over the top of the head, and breathe out as it goes down the front. And I'm harmonizing my yin and yang this way. Getting everything to be moving, breathing in as it comes around, and breathing out down the front. And now I want to stand again and see if as I'm standing here, breathing slowly, feeling the energy come in through the nose and down, filling up the lower dantian. I can feel the action, the activity in my body, this chi, my own immune system. I feel the sensations again where we were before, my feet, my shins, my knees, elongating the spine, my hips, breathing in and out of your nose now because we've slowed down. Comes up my shoulders and my elbow, my wrist and hands, my chest and the back, my neck, and my head. I want to see how this differs from before. Now as I grab my hands again back, holding the lower dantian, feeling the heat and the activity that I created in the lower dantian. Now I want to take this exercise and expand it out by going into the next series, the Between Heaven and Earth. I want to take this energy activation, the immune system that I've created, and I'm going to expand it even further away than that, just 1 or 2 inches, centimeters away from the body. So as I bring my hands up together, I breathe in, feeling it in between my hands, and then breathe out as I push that envelope. The shield gets further and further away. Look to one side and look to the other. Breathe in, feeling the flexibility of my energy field come in close to me. And as I breathe out, I push it away. I'm extending it out. Look this time the other direction. And return. Breathe in. It's like I'm softening the edges of the field and making it push further and further away from the body to the edges of my hands. Looking to the first direction. Breathe in. Feeling the energy in my hands. Breathe out. And they go again the opposite direction. I'm also smoothing out the edges of my extended energy field. Push out. And making sure that I am centered within it. To the right, look to the left, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and this energy ball is right in front of me. Now, not only have I created a space that I'm in the middle instead of off to the side from the center of my sphere, and I'm trying to smooth out the edges. I want to do this above and below me also. So I change my energy ball. If you're mirroring me, then it's your left hand on top. As I breathe out, push down, look up, breathe in, leaving the same hand on top. breathe out, look down, look up. Breathe in. Again, leave the same hand on top. Smoothing out what's below me, what's above me, and getting it further and further away from me so I get a better protection. Now I'm going to switch hands as to which one is on top. Breathe out, look down, look up. Breathe in, it collapses on me. Not just what's in my hand, but the whole sphere closes in on me. Same hand goes up, look down, look up. Breathe in. And breathe out. I breathe in. Now put both fingers going up. And I'm going to go to your right side first. And then push out behind you. Look behind. Look in front. As I breathe in, I come front and center. Now go back to the same side. Breathe out. Look forward. Breathe in. It collapses on me. Come front and center. Return again to the same side. Breathe out. As I breathe in, and I'm coming front and center, I want to balance it. So now I go to my new side. Breathe out, look behind, look in front. Breathe in, come to the front. Return to push behind you. Breathing out. Breathing in as we come front. And push again. Look behind. Look in front. And breathe in as I'm up in front and center. I'll repeat again now my microcosmic orbit, which was breathing in up the backside. It's a swatch. The energy bathes the whole front side. As I breathe out, comes down the front. Breathe in. The energy follows wherever my hands are. And I feel it. Comes up and over the top of my head. As I breathe out, I feel right where my hand is, it's like a big wide brush. Brushing the front of the body. Almost a roller. Comes up the back. And breathe out as I come down the front. Now I'm going to switch this one. And I'm going to breathe in as I come up the front. Breathing in, up and over the top of my head. Breathe out. I maybe even feel it tingling in my ears as it just swiped right past me in the back. Breathe in. Swatch of energy comes up the front. Breathe out. Comes down the back. Breathe in. This is the fire path coming up the front and filling the back. And I switch to the belt meridian, where there's a whole swatch around me. I take my hands, and both hands are opposite of where I am in the body. And I'm going to breathe in as I go. If you're going opposite of me, go to your left. Breathe out, come back the other way. Always pointing the hands towards the body. Breathe in, and I feel this spinning around like a sash. Breathe out. Breathe in. The spinning motion like that of a hula hoop, it will keep going. As long as they keep spinning, breathe out, it will stay up in this area. Now stop. Breathe in here. And now breathe out, going back the other way. Breathe out. Well, I've changed for the in and out. Breathe in as I'm going in this new direction. Breathe out, in and out of the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out and stay in the center. Now the macrocosmic orbit goes all the way from the feet to the hands. So we start with our hands raised up. As I breathe in, I want the energy to come down the front side and only go a little bit if that's all you can do, because it's hard to do a squat. You can go all the way down, you go all the way down. But if you only go a little bit, or if you're sitting in the chair, follow the energy all the way down the front side. So breathe in, the energy is coming all the way down into the earth. They breathe out, the energy comes up the back side, all the way up the back of my hands, out my fingertips. They breathe in, comes in from the palms. Just go as far as you can. Goes all the way down the front side into the earth. Breathe out, comes up the back of my legs, my back, back of my arms, back of my hands. One last breathing in through the front. Breathing out, come up the back. Balancing everything. We're now going to breathe in as the swatch of energy comes down my back. Breathing in, comes up, down, the back. And as I breathe out, comes right out of the earth, up the front of my body, and out the front of my hands. Another time, down the back. Then breathe in, up the front. As I breathe out, I'm warming up quite a bit, down the back. I've created a human gyroscope with all of this. The spinning, large spinning throughout the whole body. First the microcosmic around both directions of the core, now the whole body. I want to continue that now with each leg. I'm going to start pulling energy out of the earth and going right up through the bone marrow that I stimulated with the activation of the Wei Qi. It comes right up the center and continues up through the beginning through the middle of the body and out through the top of my head. It doesn't stop. We used to stop here, the dantian, filling the dantian. I'm not filling right now. I'm working on what we activated earlier. The bone marrow flowing through the whole body. We change direction of the leg, just like a straw. We're not stimulating muscles or activating joint, stimulating the joints. I'm trying to suck it right up out of the earth, come right through the center of the bones, up through the core of the body, and out the top of the head. Now I want to switch feet. And again, it's just almost a wobble. All the weight on one leg and the other is just like a upside down funnel coming up. A straw sucking up the energy. You can switch directions. And it's coming right up through the center. Through the core of the body, up through the neck and out the top of my head. Now those are going to continue to spin as the energy comes up. I want to give it a boost by a slight swaying of the center body, which pushes it further right up, like squeezing a toothpaste. The tube is pushing it up and it's coming right out like a fountain out the top of my head. I'm following the energy kind of out of the earth into the bottoms of my feet and switch directions. It's like pumping, priming the pump, getting this to flow. Now I'm motionless below. I'm going to start moving my hand. But mentally, everything is spinning. And now I'm shooting it up, out my arm. I'm now moving my arm in a circular motion. And even though I'm still down below, mentally it's all spinning and pushing right out through the core. The bone marrow of my arm is activating and pushing this energy right up and switch directions, right up through the tip of my hands. So you can just see I'm pointing the hands up. And I want to switch hands as again, I'm pushing it out the top, leaving all in one direction, up through the feet, up through the core, to the center of the bones. The bone marrow is very active. The white blood cells are stimulated. This is my immune system at its tip-top performance. Now, I'm going to have it come right up the top of my head as I just wobble my head a little. Everything is spinning in my mind, but I'm motionless except for my head. And I can just feel it come right out the top of my head. Can change directions. And I want to feel this force field that I've created. So I put my hands towards the earth. It's kinked right at my wrist. As I breathe in, I feel the energy coming in through the palms of my hand as well as the bottoms of my feet. Breathing in and out. Sucking in again the earth chi. These are the raw materials. Earth chi is the solid items in our life. Physical attributes, the materials that we use during the day. And as I open up, I feel the bottoms of the exposure, the bottoms of my arms. Again, the energy is coming in through the most exposed part that's pointing towards the earth. Coming up through the feet. And now I kink my hands so that I can feel the edges of the energy that I created. I feel where my force field ends. And I flip my hands around and now feel the heaven, lightness of the heaven chi coming. Now I'm bringing it down into my body from heaven. For the first time, I'm starting to absorb the heaven, creativity, intuition, compassion, as well as spirituality. All comes out of the heavens. And it's filling up my body through the top of my head and palms and upper part of my arms. As I bring it up, I want to expose. My hands are kinked, so they're pointing up. And if you can look up with your face. It is also exposed directly to heaven. It's all coming into the body through these exposed, projected parts of the body towards the heaven. I breathe in and out and feeling enlightenment, creativity, compassion, love. This all comes out of heaven, spirituality. Now again, I bring my hands to the sides and feel that envelope that I created. I can feel it against my hands. They breathe in and out. I feel I'm in the center of my energy source. And now I want to collapse it. Have it hug your body, all of that energy without touching you. You feel it. All of a sudden there's some tingling, warmth, something just like in the middle of the cocoon came and wrapped you like a blanket. As I come up, bring the elbows back, hands going up, feeling the weight of the heaven in my hands, and then push away. And I feel the pressure against the hands of that exposure. Breathe in again, palms up. Breathe out, push and feel something against your hands. Not just pushing on air. This is the energy source around me and I'm pushing it away from me. And then come down. Wrists cocked, I feel pushing down back into earth. Now I'm pushing it away from me. Before I was absorbing it. And then I relax. Feel how active my body has become. Just sitting here, elongated spine, chin down slightly, pulling my head up. I breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, grabbing my lower dantian, This time, by massaging, I can feel what it's like. What did I do to this energy? Warmth, solid but pliable. And come up the right side, across the top, down the left side, and across the bottom. The whole energy in my body, I'm feeling it. I'm giving it a spinning motion to really collect it from all the body parts, bringing it down into the core, up the right, across, down the left. Then make it smaller, like a spiral, getting smaller and smaller till it's solid right into the below the navel, into the center of the body. Breathing in and out. As you come across the back, this time I'm going to pat it down. As I get down the back, final stimulation coming up. This time not smooth, but tapping. Final stimulation of my iron, my metal, this shield that I've created around me. Don't touch your face, but then on the top of your heads, in the back, come around the back again. I'm breaking any clots, but also bringing it out to the surface. The bone marrow that I created and all this movement is really in down deep, but I want to bring it out to the surface. Last time around. As we come around now, I'm smoothing it. Rub the kidneys. I really, little extra time of massaging the kidneys. They were very, very activated. That was the core of the immune system. We stimulated them quite a bit. So want to calm them down, massage them. Come down now the back of your legs, the inside, back up the front, pushing, smoothing it out. Smooth out the front. Come around the top of the head. They come to the back. Now take your hand off a little and we'll go really slow. Slower than the first time. Because I want to see if I can, my hands are not touching. I'm just away from the back of the body and see if I can feel any tingling, changing of temperature. The hair, the legs pop out. Come in the inside. A magnetic field. Come up the front. Slow down the inside of the arm. As I go with one hand across the other, it's like two positive magnets passing each other. All of a sudden you feel it push away from you. It's like pushing. Because two positives will push away from each other. Come across the front, changing hands. Again, see if I can see the positive magnets push away, repel each other. They come up, not touching the face, but now I feel this aura around me. The shell around my head. Come around the back, down the back, around to the front. And just holding it there. Feeling the sensation, feeling my whole body. It's calming down. Like a swimmer in the Olympics, they have to go into the cool down pool after they run and race their competition. They have to keep swimming and slowly bring the energy down. So breathing in and out of the nose. As we slow the whole system down. Okay, now you see my second